Disclaimer: the views expressed in this video do not necessarily reflect my own nor this platform's. It is up to the listener to do their own research and use their own discernment. This is protected under fair use. Welcome to Knox Box, the box without limits, where we give you a 360 plus 360 perspective, bringing you the perfect balance of the physical and the spiritual. And I am Photana. OCO, welcome to one of my first original videos in a minute. I've been busy dealing with some things, but yeah, so I just want to give you a brief little synopsis of what to expect in this video. I went live on Facebook for about 3.5 hours. So this is like a 1-hour clip of me talking about a few different topics in regards to the power of sound, my personal experiences in regards to unlocking my latent DNA, the 12 Essene tribes, the True Christos teachings. Is a whole lot that's jam-packed into this 1 hour. So I encourage y'all to stick around, digest in little tiny pieces if you need to. Make sure y'all add some dialogue in the comments to my monologue. But I must say the first 2 minutes is a little weird because I start off humming and making my weird noises, and I started singing for like a few minutes with this original mantra I had came up with. But yeah, it's all vibes. Like, I'm in my flow state, and it is what allowed me to start that conversation. That's how I be tuning in. So yeah, make sure y'all check it out. The next video y'all can expect to see is going to show people with abilities like telekinesis, levitation, among many other things. And as I previously stated, I actually know a lot of these people personally. So ain't nobody gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, I know these people personally. So yeah. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put some of my little personal videos in there or not, because it's not really the same thing. It's like on a different level. It's not really influencing. It's on a much grander scale, on a macro scale. It's not really on a micro scale. But yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Connected with the breath. I don't care how freaking crazy y'all perceive me to be. If only you knew the things that I can do. If only you knew. If only you knew the power that's in you. If only you knew. Hey. If only you knew This is what happens when spirit moves. When spirit moves through you. If only you knew the things I could do. If only you knew. Oh, if only you knew. There's nothing to prove. You are just supposed to experience every single moment fully and wholly to wake up from your slumber. So remember that this is an illusion, a very real illusion. And one thing y'all gonna notice about my songs and chants and like my original stuff I come up with, I'm not here to spit a freaking whole bar, a whole verse, or anything like that. Because I understand the power of the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind works off repetition. So, yeah. This is why most of my mantras are no more than typically about like 10 words. Because it's going to be easy for everybody else to, to replicate. And it's more, and the reason why I repeat it constantly too is because you can hear the coherence. It's like when you synthesize your voice, it will unravel your DNA. Alright. I'm just freaking good. Ooh, I'm in my flow state. I consider myself a sound therapist. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna say my mantra. Nah, I ain't gonna do it now. I'm just going with the flow. That was the mantra. The one y'all just seen me come up with one in real time. Like that was the mantra. If only you knew. If only you knew. Let's ground. Another big key to tapping into these various densities of consciousness is to authentically be yourself. Period. And when I say authentically, I'm also talking about realizing that there are other versions of yourself in the multiverse that are waiting for you to pull in. Connect with the breath. to the beat. Yeah, and this is another thing. I know y'all be like, this girl's all over the place because y'all hear me like listen to trap music and stuff because I can synthesize these and transmute these various energies into whatever I want it to be. Like half the time when they be talking about killing each other and all of this, I'll freaking turn into something positive in my head and like switch the words around, and I'll be breathing with the beat. What y'all know about breathing with the beat? This is original. Like even before I ran across Devin and what he was doing, I was already doing a lot of this stuff. We just on the same wavelength. Wait till I drop my freaking what? Wait till I drop my music. And I also do this for my whole tantric thing too. My sexual energy transmutation involves this. You can freaking have orgasms with your mind. Only sapiosexuals understand that. Well, not really. It doesn't even take a sapiosexual because they more about intelligence. But I'm not intelligent in that sense. It's more about tapping into the ultimate intelligence that gives you chokma, divine wisdom from the great universal mother spirit, from Tankashala. Tankashala is the grandfather spirit. Okay, this is the ancestor speaking to me now because that is a native word. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna say Tankashala. And anybody does ancestor work, anything like that. If you are trying to connect with a grandfather, say this word. Tankashala. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to get to go with the beat perfectly. I never even did this with this beat. Freaking bird noise that y'all hear, I'm telling y'all, these are the keys. I have evidence of this. The people who have seen my story have seen the sun literally vibrate when I make that noise. Literally, it was like visibly vibrating and making a noise back at me in real time. But yet, it is somehow 93 million miles away. The sun is a portal, and I am a Solarishi. Solarishi. I hold the peace key. Solarishi. I hold the peace key. Sola deity. Sola deity. And I am the 15D primal sound filled in human form. Okay, so, and for those wondering what the solar Rishi is, right? This is connected to the true Holy Trinity, not the freaking patriarchal Trinity of Father, Son, and a freaking ghost, an unknown ghost. Well, that ghost is the universal mother. They'll tell you, oh, it's Michael, it's Archangel Michael, it's Archangel Gabriel, or whatever. Like these. What? This is connected to the dragon consciousness as well. But yeah, anyway, so for those wondering what solar Rishi is, right? So directly from the primal source field, of which we have the blue flame, the gold flame, the violet flame. This is getting into the various okay, what's the best way to describe? You know how they be saying star seeds, indigos and stuff? That's pretty much the lingo I'm speaking right now. Right. And despite what people say, I'm here to tell you that yes, neuromelanated beings are powerful. But y'all better stop sleeping on all of these other lineages, because they're all tied to the 12 Essene tribes. Essene tribes, which I know about the that's the real freaking stuff that man, I'm telling y'all. Anyway, the solar Rishis are the first triad of light manifestations that make up the universal Trinity. Angelic beings in human form, some of us are. A lot of people are chasing ascension, not realizing that there is a perfected version of yourself that already exists. A whole version of yourself that is obtainable. So yeah, a lot of people are talking about the Kundalini, right? But the information that I'm bringing is of the Kundalini sound current. Because all matter, everything that you see, was manifested with a sacred song. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. Let's analyze that statement. The Word was was God. It said, in the beginning was the Word. The Word can even be what they call the Big Bang. But yeah, so this universal time matrix, this holographic construct that we are currently in, is shifting to a higher frequency. And this expansion is allowing self-realized crystalline beings, the Christ lines, the ones who have the true knowledge of the Christ, to awaken. The universal solar Rishi are the threefold founder flame consciousness that exists in pre-matter. You heard that? In pre-matter, before matter. From the primordial, the primordial, the primordial, the primordial, primordial. So yeah, the universal solar Rishi are the threefold founder flame consciousness that exists in pre-matter and are that which all biological forms have been created in the harmonic universes. Harmonic universes. And this is why the sun is doing what the sun is doing, because it's sending these light codes to awaken that dormant DNA. But the information I'm trying to give y'all now is the missing link. The sound is the missing link. I'm doing a whole presentation of why sound is the missing link when it comes to spirituality. Like, the thing that we all need to be collectively tapping into. Because throughout my various experiments and everything I have been personally capturing on video, if you know, you know. If little old me is able to make my energy reverberate and affect this dimension directly like that, imagine if we were doing it collectively. When I show y'all that, I'm not showing to boast, I am showing to show you what is possible. Because all I care about is doing what I was sent here to do. And this is why they are trying to unlive me, because of this information that I have. I know a lot of y'all are like, well, she don't be gatekeeping anything. Like, nah, I'm not gatekeeping anymore. Like, what's the point when they trying to freaking kill me? I'm like, what's the point of me dying with this information and taking it with me? What do I have to fear? And I'm giving the information freely. Those who choose to donate have donated in the past, even my free consultations. Like, I'll give people free consultations, and then they'll be like, oh my gosh, thank you, and just donate out their heart because, you know, I help them. But I don't need anybody to, like, pay me for this information. Because the universe universe always provides no matter what. I'm always taken care of. And even if it came down to me ever being homeless or anything like that, that is part of my journey. It's actually where we're kind of headed, because we need to get back to the grassroots of hitting the streets, of being hands-on with people. During the next stages of this planetary ascension cycle, the solar Rishi have begun their descent from pre-matter layers into the core of creation, which links into the dimensions of the matter world. So this is why my journey took like a major U-turn this time last year. The return of the solar Rishi into matter worlds is a significant event which has generated massive impacts to the timeline architecture of this reality, bringing structural changes and ripples of deep cellular transformation to the individual, to the collective consciousness, and to the entire planetary sphere. And I have evidence of all of this. The only thing I do not have evidence of is the collective consciousness, but I have evidence, like I just said, in real time, of things that have manifested. During this phase, the planetary architecture has entered into the solar Rishi matrix spiritual initiation, the Karashi tri-wave braided communication. And even down to the timeline thing that they were saying, I have like videos of freaking the numbers being all discombobulated on my phone. Like when I'm trying to record a video or something, the numbers be going all backwards. One time the screen flip upside down. Like one time my last phone that got hacked or whatever, it the first time I had interface with whatever these beings are that be around the sun I be catching, the first time the big one came, anybody that's seen that picture of the iridescent one with the wings that looks like a dragonfly or whatever, the first time that being came, my camera was stuck for 4 minutes. 4 minutes behind time, like indefinitely. So what I'm saying is not hogwash, it is not pseudo. It is unfolding in real time. And the first time these freaking agents tried to take me out like 3 years ago, I just happened to stop them. I happened to get off work 45 minutes early and like stop them in their tracks. Like, it's the ability for us to shift timelines. Some of us have this ability where we just have like this connection to source, where it's just like a knowing of how to move, of when to move. But yeah, so I just want others to feel the bliss, the samadhi that I feel. I want to help others feel. it's like a clip that's gonna be in my videos, talks about what they are trying to stop is the rise of the masters of light, those who control all of the light and like the freaking prana that flows through our body, that is not only gonna help curb your appetite, help elevate your consciousness, help just with everything. When you tap into this, it's just like you have this knowing of, I just can't even describe it. I went through it before, but then I purposely like screwed it up to see what was influencing it, because I'm like, I'm not about to be a conduit for any type of spirit or something that I'm not aware of. I need to know what is driving this, and it was perplexing because I had called on my higher self for the first time like right before it happened, so it was hard to differentiate whether that was like some kind of imposter spirit, the great spirits above all, or my higher self. So I like self-sabotage and began giving into things of the world a little bit more and more and more, and then like the connection just went down and down and down. But when you connect to the Tao, and it can never fully leave. It can be constantly replenished. So this would be like my third year going through all the transitions. So three times lucky charm, I guess. So 3 sharks, I'm out. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know how to describe it, but when you connect to this, the things of this world don't even shake you. Like when I was going through that first 21-day fast and no food and stuff, like I didn't even desire, like I went in the group, man, when I say I felt God in me, like literally in me, I was like, yo, it was so much, it was too much freaking energy. I was overpowered. Like I was so overpowered, I lie to y'all not. My freaking car felt the energy of, my car started acting crazy. I had to pull over and lay hands on my car for it to freaking calm down. But yeah, it's a simple freaking formula. Everything I'm talking about is extremely simple, but extremely dangerous to the powers that be, because it's so simple, and because it's very few of us that has this that knows this formula. Because I am a freaking living testimony of someone who has not dabbled into magic, has not done all the stuff that the spiritual community be pushing, and I've gotten a crazy amount of results with simply pure awareness, the breath, sunlight, fasting, praying, like the basics. Not to say that there's not power in those things, not to say that I would never tap into those things, but when you tap into this, it's just like you don't need no, like what, like you realize that all is mind, that your most powerful magic is the mind. Like I don't even need it. Every time I go to, I'll be reading stuff, I'll be like, but it's just like, what, for what? For what? I have what I'm looking for already. Oh my gosh. We at like 4 hours, I'm at like over freaking 4 hours of tapping in, but what is time? What is time? talk about these 12 Essene tribes, religious, like, they freaking give you a little bit of truth, but it's not the way they are portraying. They have freaking twisted the true teaching. Because there are 12 Essene tribes which make up the entirety of the collective human gene pool. And we are descendants of the universal tribal shield that has been originally incarnated onto this planet from future timelines of terror. Future timelines. See how timelines keep coming up. See, this is what people need to realize. Like, everything that we're giving power to is manifesting because the collective freaking egregore is literally driving it. Point blank period. That's literally what it is. So that's why I'm trying to shift. Like, this is why the quote unquote whatever they call the chosen ones and stuff, how people say it, is really about making humanity take our power back, because the majority of people are docile and do not give a dang. This is why AI is gonna freaking take us over. AI is the freaking biggest threat to humanity, and so is the black group. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, we are so docile. People, like, what is it gonna take? It's gonna take freaking people dropping like flies or being put into camps before people will vote. And even then, they're gonna be content, because I'm sure, like, okay, so I saw like this animation, right? And they had like these little pods and stuff, and you were only able to sit in a little balcony, but you had to sit out there with a mask on, and then like this drone would come and be like, violation, pull your mask up, violation, you got $1,000 deducted from your universal basic income, right? So they don't want you, like I said, the breath is really the biggest key to a lot of this, the breath and the sun. They don't want you to freaking breathe the real air. So then it shows like the little cartoon character or whatever, like sitting inside his pod, whatever, on his iPad, and it was just like he went to like a search engine and tried to type in something, and it was just like, oh yeah, this is pretty much like not allowed. Like all of this information that's readily available now, like China is already experiencing this in real time right now. Like, they can't even freaking, there's no freedom as far as like what they can research and stuff. So it's gonna be like, yeah, so that's gonna be one thing. And then they're gonna give everybody the usual stuff. Like, I'm sure you can watch Netflix all day, you can listen to trash music all day, but it's gonna be like some kind of restriction. But the majority of people are content with going to work and coming home and watching Netflix and stuff. So even when that happens, it's like some people are gonna be content and not even care, especially when they're on universal basic income, because they're not gonna have to work. Yeah. And it showed like the representation of his universal, his money, whatever. It was like, your monthly or universal basic income has been deposited. And it was like, let's say it was like $2,000, and it was like, deduction, humanitarian fee, deduction, carbon tax, deduction this, deduction that, deduction this. And he had like freaking $3 when it was all said and done. But it's like, you can't go nowhere, so I mean, what was he really gonna spend that $3 on? I guess maybe get packages delivered, but that's about it. And then it showed like the factory, like the food factory, and how they had, alright, so this is funny. So they killed all the cows because they were talking, you know how they got the whole methane thing and how the cows are causing global warming and all of that. So they had killed all the cows, and then showed like a little commercial of factories like making, it was like crickets is the way, I didn't say crickets, but yeah, it was like showing crickets about how it's more protein, more protein than regular meat and all this kind of stuff. It was crazy, but it was scary at the same time because it's like I can really see this happening. I don't know how I look where y'all at, but where I'm at, it's like super overcast, because they know the solar storm is brewing right now. There's a huge coronal mass ejection, and they trying to block the light poles because they scared that like the activations that I received or whatever, like they scared of not only y'all catching these light codes, but of the great solar flash. But yeah, I feel like I've been on here a minute. Like, is anybody even watching? Oh, what's up, Marcus? I just looked at the comments for the first time. I ain't hold it up and look at it, but I saw your name pop up at the bottom. Ah. But yeah, let me get back to these Essene tribes. Let's get back to these 12 tribes, right? So each of the 12 tribes are genetically coded to their demographic planetary gates location into the planetary dimensional sphere in its ley line network. Ley lines is a big thing too, because right now, I don't know if y'all realize what's going on. What is it? Ukraine and is it Palestine or Israel? They both sit on the 33rd parallel. and everybody knows about Freemasonry. I already know about that 33. But yeah, it's all scripted, yeah. They're playing out the scripts of the scriptures to keep everybody in this perpetual state of fear. But the scriptures are simultaneously playing out because part of it is a collective egregore. Part of it is there is some truth, but it's not in the dogmatic fashion that it was portrayed in these books. Anyway, because we are from the stars. Like we are not from here. Okay, so when we incarnate onto the planet, we have genetic time codes in our DNA related to the planetary gates dimensional system that is part of our human tribal identity. We activate our human identity personal planetary keys when we activate our inner Christos. And this boils down to everything I'm freaking been telling y'all this whole time. This boils down to the true Christos. The consciousness. The sun has returned. Like, it's the energy that's coming through the sun. But yeah. We activate our inner Christos by running the 12D ray, stringing 144 harmonics through our light body, otherwise called the 12D shield. That identity has had many lifetimes that have participated with the consciousness evolution cycles of assembling DNA codes in the angelic human root races who are currently evolving. We were seeded on this planet. Like, I know, the neuromelanated people, like, yes, we were the first ones here. And when I say neuromelanated, I'm not just talking about black people in America. A lot of y'all kind of just boil it down to them. Like, I'm not just talking about the tribes of Africa. I'm talking about the Aboriginals in freaking Australia, New Zealand, Hawaii. I'm talking about all of the original freaking lines of this realm, like all of the original bloodlines, which go back to the Christos bloodline, like the original Christ. And even that, like I said, is skewed. It's not what they what they made it. But yeah, so what y'all need to understand is none of us, I know how it's like, well, we're the remember HD on this all day. We are the original beings, and this is our front room, our freaking realm, and all of this. Like, at the end of the day, none of us are what our ancestors were. Because if that's the case, we will be living just as long as they lived, for one. Two, the same way all black people are not equal, and you know how we say, we're not all from Africa, or some of us are from America, or some of us from here. Y'all need to realize that it's like that with the freaking white people too. Like everybody say, oh yeah, Caucasians came from the Caucasus Mountains and all of this. This is true. They were the first form of them were the Neanderthals. They had freaking fur and tails, and I have evidence of this. I'm telling y'all. But that is not a representation of all white people. The same way all black people ain't from Africa. Y'all need to stop. I'm telling y'all need to stop with that, yeah. wait till I drop this the next video I'm dropping my YouTube, Knox Box Official, and box is spelled with 2 X's. It's gonna show people with abilities and stuff, and y'all need to stop freaking sleeping on all these other races and stuff. Like, have y'all not seen what freaking the Asiatic race is capable of? Like, what? Like, they over here freaking making rainbow bodies and stuff. And anybody know about the rainbow body? Have y'all not seen them freaking, like the Tibetan monks? They so freaking powerful. They can raise the temperature in all of their appendages by 17 degrees. Their freaking toes, their fingertips, and their nose, they can raise it by 17 degrees in freaking sub-zero temperatures, yeah. Y'all need to stop. I'm getting tired of the spiritual community being racist, like being prejudiced, and this whole superiority complex, like. And most of y'all don't even realize like when people be talking about melanin, most of these people don't even understand that there are 3 different types of melanin. Oh man. You got the phenomelanin, the eumelanin, and the neuromelanin. And Asians actually, man, y'all need to just, oh my God, I can't. Next year is about to be crazy. I'm about to drop some freaking paradigm shattering videos, yeah. Because there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of truth out there. And this is another thing. People be so freaking divided and be like, no, this is the way, blah, blah, blah. Like, everyone is right. Even when it comes down to religions, everyone is right. We all have a piece of the grand puzzle. And all of these deities and stuff do exist. In a sense, some of them exist because of the collective egregore, like we gave it energy. So when the collective egregore gives something energy, it manifests on the astral, right? And then some of these ascended masters really do exist. But then this is another aspect of it. A lot of them be like the same entity that freaking came back throughout numerous time periods and changed his name and stuff. Like Krishna was the original Christ energy. But for those that know, Krishna. But yeah, Christ, Kush. Anyway, yeah, a lot of these energies exist, but I don't do no middlemen. This is another reason why I'm sitting here, is to get y'all away from the middleman, and y'all need to be tapping in directly with the creator. Why are y'all going to all these freaking middlemen? They powerful, they got power, they cool. Like, same thing I was saying about y'all. Everybody talking about something. Y'all is demonic and all of this. It's bigger than that. Because when you understand that there's no separation between any of these things, you understand, just like your freaking dark side, your light side, like, no matter how bright you shine, you will always have a shadow. We live in a dualistic construct. Duality is everywhere, even when it comes to these entities and stuff. And then people say it's demonic, right? It's a demon, it's a demiurge, Yaldabaoth, and all of this. Trust me, I know all of the freaking Gnostic teachings behind all of that. But it was the way I had experienced that energy that threw me off, because guess what? I told myself, if all of these sages and priests and prophets throughout history were able to experience God directly and then name it, or to experience these things and these energies came to them and stuff, why am I not worthy of the same thing? So I did away with calling on any of these deities. I stopped calling on Yahshua completely. I stopped calling on all of these energies completely and tuned into myself and asked the Most High of Highs to reveal itself to me directly. What you need to realize is that the Most High of Highs is ineffable. It's beyond our human scope of what we can comprehend, and you cannot even utter a name if you wanted to. The primal source. Like, I've felt this energy in my body, and I literally could have died because that a lot of people, man, when you begin to evolve to a certain point, like, sometimes you would die because it's just like certain things cannot come into this matrix. Like, it'd be too much energy, or you be evolving too fast, or you ain't taking care of I wasn't even eating right or taking care of my body enough. That's why I had to fast 21 days before I even experienced this energy. Like, if y'all go on my YouTube, that video is pinned on the top of my Facebook right now, the Macabre video. A lot of y'all not, the last like few minutes, skip to the end. Like, I had so much energy when I was meditating, just in a regular Indian position. You can see my body visibly freaking like rotating, right? And then at one point my face begins to kind of glow a little bit, and then as I start laughing and stuff, like as soon as I start, like, I don't know how to describe it, you'll see it. You can see the wind start freaking reacting and blowing, and then my hair starts freaking blowing. The faster I'm going, the wind is literally moving with me. to the point where I felt like I was about to levitate, yeah. And at the very last few, I ain't gonna believe this. Like, this is a true story. This is on my, like, I have evidence of 70% of the stuff y'all hear me talk about. I have evidence of it. Y'all cannot call me crazy, ever. But anyway, so the last few minutes, I lay straight on my back, had my legs in the air, just like that, straight up. The moment I put my freaking thigh, I don't know if y'all can see my hand, so the moment I put my hand right here on the back of my thigh, like, it was the exact moment, so it looked like I did it on purpose. My body flipped by itself. That's how much freaking energy I had, yeah. And a lot of people will perceive these things as being, possession and all of this. Like, you can actually be possessed in a good way by your higher self and by higher forces. Like, because this is what made me differentiate somebody that was possessed versus, possessed in a negative way versus what I was experiencing. My thoughts had never been so clear and pure ever. Like, I did not want for anything. I went in the grocery store. Man, I wish I would have had that grocery store video. That's a whole nother freaking video in itself, yeah. I wish I had the footage of me going through the grocery store, like the things I was able to freaking do when I was shopping, when I felt this, right? Yeah, I went in the grocery store, and when I say I felt like I would look at juicy meat and just good food and literally want for nothing, need nothing of this world. Every human desire had went away. And this all shortly happened after the day I woke up, and my higher self was telling me to stop eating meat, to stop smoking weed, and to stop having sex. And when I said that was and this is why I said this is the true freaking Christos teachings, because it's like it all happened organically. It wasn't like forced or anything like that. It was super organic, like, I don't know how to describe it. When you tap into these energy, it's super yeah. Well, yeah, that was a whole hour right there. That video, what we just listened to, that was 52 minutes. I don't want to make this too long, because I talked enough. I don't want to, like, overload y'all with information. So, yeah. Just gonna put some vibes, I guess, for just chill with some regular vibes, stuff I like to listen to. Just get hyped real quick. I'm about to use the restroom. Damn, I'm at like 5 hours. Oh, shout out to yeah, this is one of my Facebook friends, this song right here. Look up a song called Spiritually Savage. Yeah, this song is sweet. See my